Hello everyone, welcome to this video. This video is another contribution and dedication towards Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month 2024. A little bit of a disclaimer before we begin. This video is going to be a bit sentimental and a little bit upsetting, as I would like to reminisce and reflect on two inspirational figures who played a key role within my educational journey, as I have had the honour of working with them as my support workers and unfortunately have sadly passed on and are no longer with us. Now, I will not be talking about who these people are. Instead, I'm going to talk about what role they played within my life throughout my educational journey, and how they have inspired me moving forward after they have sadly passed away. So this first person I want to talk about is going to be somebody who introduced me to the art of accessible dance, as every single week, I think it was either on a Monday, Tuesday or a Friday, she would host after school dance class, and those classes were really fun, as they incorporated a little bit of Makaton, sign language, and accessible and adaptable dance. We did songs like Where's the Love from the Black Eyed Peas, which was very fun, and I remember going there a lot, and it was in the main dining hall, and there was a lot of us, and some of my other support workers also joined in on the fun too, which I thought was really incredible, because it shown and represented a little bit of inclusion, and also as well, her classes also represented my passion for dancing, as she had this inspirational, positive, upbeat resilience, confidence, determination, passion and dedication towards the dancing sport, which I thought was fantastic. And her overall charisma and her kind and caring nature is what I remember about her. I remember going to all of her classes, and she was always very positive, helpful, understanding, supportive throughout the duration of that dance class. And I also remember as well, I think I had her when I first started alongside another very fantastic support worker, as she was more of an in-class support worker for all of the other students. As the school that I went to was very inclusive, there were loads of students from different backgrounds, not just with cerebral palsy, but there were so many students with other conditions, learning difficulties, impairments. And one of the earliest members I remember was going to my deceased teacher's dance classes, which was fantastic. and sometimes she would host many after-school discos as well, which I thought was fantastic as well. I remember one time he brought out this giant box of Walker's crisps, and I remember having, I think was it prawn cocktail, and it was a very fantastic after school disco. Now, fast forwarding over to the high school era, when I was awarded my deceased colleague's inspirational award, she actually came to see me get the award, because very small world, she was friends with my deceased colleague's mum, which was very interesting and very surprising. And I was very shocked with so much positivity to see her again before she sadly passed away. And unfortunately, given the time gap from the last time I've seen her up to that point in time when I got the award, I didn't even recognize her, but she recognized me because of my walking frame. Because let's be honest, my walking frame is a very easy giveaway to say, hey, I remember her. Hey, I remember you from school or from college, or because my frame is a very important part of my identity, because of my cerebral palsy. But in retrospect, before I move on to this other person I want to talk about, she introduced me to the art of dance. She introduced me to basically just being yourself, and just basically going through life without panicking and stuff, and I just find her to be a very inspirational person to this day, which is very fantastic. Now, this other person I want to talk about also unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, and she was one of my support workers in my high school, within my high school era. And what I wanted to say about her is that she had this bubbly, positive, caring, kind personality. She was very heartwarming, very understanding person, and she was very down to earth. She was very down to earth, and I was very lucky to be given the honour and privilege to work with her throughout my high school era, so from year 8 to year 11. And I remember we used to have lots of laughs, and we used to come up with these little sayings, just to make us both laugh. So we used to say, I'm discombobulated, and things like that, which is very funny looking back. And we were very, very good friends, and I've learned a lot from her throughout my time during the high school era, and I was very lucky to have met her family, and also make friends with her children. And this is making me feel a bit emotional. But But yeah, she was just a very inspirational person and very down to earth, and it was very great to be given the chance to meet her and work with her. Still to this day, some of the people I meet today do have some of her mannerisms and some of her characteristics. So even though that she's unfortunately gone, I still remember her, and to everyone who I don't see or have sadly lost, they still live with me within my heart, and I still honor their teachings and their lessons and their inspirational impact to this day. So they still live with me within my heart. But yeah, and the last time I seen this person was, funny enough, when me and my friend and his brother went to go and see a film, and we walked out to the lobby to talk to a staff member about an issue that we had. And funny enough, she just seen us and we were talking, and the last thing we said to each other, which was very upsetting, was bye, and we just walked on and thought nothing of it. And many years later, during my college era, my mum got a phone call, my mum got a notification on the Facebook from one of her family members saying that we are very sorry to tell you, to all of our friends and family, that our mum has sadly passed away today. And then when I got home after dropping my friend off from college, I phoned up my other very good friend, and I said, "Hey, I heard about so and so," and he said, "Yeah, that's right. I just spoken to one of the family members now, and there'll be a funeral going on soon. So yeah." And then I asked one of my former friends if they can take me, and they did. And I was able to pay my respects and to say goodbye by going to the funeral, which I thought was very sad and very upsetting. But to be able to go and to say goodbye and to talk to some of the family and to see some of my old support workers again, as we all come together to reminisce, was one of the best memories that I will always cherish. And also meeting her for the first time would be one of the best memories I would always cherish. So this concludes this very sentimental, emotional, cerebral palsy awareness 2024 video. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for future videos. Thank you very much.